This presentation, titled Made in Worldwide, Leveraging Industry 4.0 Technologies and Virtual Audits, comes to us from Fayzee Ahmed. Fayzee is a principal consultant and trainer at Torque in Irvine, California. His core skill sets consist of operational excellence, design and implementation, management system implementation, business performance improvement, assessment, and supply chain improvement. He has worked in a wide variety of industries, such as aerospace, automotive, and others, in the United States and for Saudi Aramco as strategic transformation professional. He has presented in many international conferences and is an author of several articles. He's also an ASQ recognized trainer, a senior member of ASQ, and also an ASQ certified manager of quality organizational excellence, as well as a certified quality engineer and a certified quality auditor. Fayzee is also an exemplar global certified skill examiner and quality management system lead assessor. And with that, take it away, Fayzee.
Mike, thank you for the introduction. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the webinar on Made in Worldwide. It is becoming more and more difficult to label a product with Made in XYZ country. Multinationals rely on a global supply chain to build products. For this reason, the title of my webinar is Made in Worldwide. With that, let me walk you through the roadmap of this webinar. Industry 4.0 technologies has enhanced the real-time visibility of the entire enterprise, including suppliers. These technologies can be effectively used to manage suppliers and take a proactive approach to prevent disruptions. There are many success factors to consider in managing a diversified global supplier base, such as supply chain vision, global sourcing strategy, classification of materials, supplier selection, and continuous evaluation of suppliers to enhance performance. In post COVID-19, majority of assessments were carried out through on-site visits and face-to-face meetings. The COVID-19 era led to emergence of social distancing. This has resulted in popularity and inclination in carrying out virtual audits. Sophisticated technologies allow us to maintain integrity of the audit process. However, the jury is still out whether virtual audit will become a new normal for second and third party audits. I will conclude this webinar with a summary at the end. The third industrial revolution, which brought us automation of production machinery using electronics, information technology, and communication technology, is being revolutionized by the emergence of fourth industrial revolution. The fourth industrial revolution has many names, such as Industry 4.0, digital transformation, digitization, smart factory, etc. The Industry 4.0 advanced technologies include state of art communication information systems and computational elements such as big data, advanced analytics, artificial intelligence, virtual and augmented reality, machine learning, etc. Connected entities may include wide varieties of commercial equipment, information communication technology, hardware, such as production machines, 3D printers, computers, cell phones, tablets, robotics, self guided vehicle, sensor, and even home appliances such as washing machines. It is not uncommon to see that supplier performance is monitored and shared using Excel spreadsheets or SharePoint. No doubt, monitoring supply performance is vital for continual improvement. However, in previously mentioned methods, data is siloed, unreliable, and not in real time. This leads to delayed reactions to solve problems and to improve performance. An outdated supply chain management infrastructure can be easily disrupted with one broken link, as we saw during the COVID 19 outbreak. Industry 4.0 technologies has enhanced the real time visibility of the entire enterprise, from suppliers leading to finished products. Technologies such as real time streaming of production, quality control data, cloud platforms, blockchain, and advanced analytics can be effectively used to build a flexible yet robust and transparent supply chain, which is characteristically more resilient to disruptions. Increased visibility and access to real time data has enabled practitioners to identify and analyze risks and take mitigation actions. The past practice, and even now in some industries, have been placing purchase orders with lowest bidders. However, with the use of data analytics, an informed decision can be made to select suppliers based on value added metrics such as risk, quality, and performance. Traceability of raw materials and parts, especially for aerospace, food, and energy industries, is overly critical and always have been a concern. With blockchain technology, it is now possible to trace back the source of raw materials unquestioningly, thus minimizing risk in complying with the statutory and regulatory traceability requirements. A successful global sourcing strategy begins with an inspiring vision. The vision provides a futuristic view of the supply chain and sets goal to enhance competitiveness. Global sourcing criteria may include multiple factors depending on type of industry, such as cost advantage, local content, geographical distribution of suppliers, single source versus multiple sources, sourcing risks, tariffs, market volatility and trends, sourcing bottlenecks, cost of inspection and test activities, identifying and prioritizing strategic materials, and delivery time. A global sourcing plan is established in line with the vision and sourcing criteria. To effectively implement sourcing plan and to achieve supply chain goals, it is essential to nominate a supply chain management process owner. This person shall be responsible and accountable for successful implementation of the sourcing plan. An empowered supply chain management process owner helps in minimizing influence of internal and external entities such as project management, engineering, suppliers, and contractors in implementing the sourcing plan. However, there must be a process in place to objectively review requests from such entities for inclusion in the sourcing plan. Process owner alone cannot implement sourcing strategies. It is necessary to build a supply chain management governance structure and provide resources to support the process owner. There are three internal strategic partners involved in successful implementation of sourcing strategies to meet supply chain management vision. These are supplier quality management, engineering, and procurement functions. Main responsibilities of supplier quality management include evaluation of quality management system of potential suppliers, solving supplier quality problems, conducting surveillance audits of existing approved supplier base, and continuously monitoring and improving supplier performance. The engineering role is to evaluate capabilities of a potential supplier in satisfying companies' specifications and meeting national and international standards requirements. In addition, a pool of technical subject matter experts may include process, welding, coating, and NDT engineers. In next slide, I'm going to elaborate on supplier quality management function resources. The supply chain management process owner shall ensure that adequate resources are provided to the supplier quality management function to perform quality management system evaluation of potential suppliers, solve supplier quality problems, conduct surveillance audits of existing approved supplier base, and continuously monitor and improve supplier performance. Resources may include, but not limited to, adequate number of competent auditors with industry-specific experience, travel budget, office equipment, and facilities. To manage the global supplier base, an adequate budget for satellite supplier quality management offices must be taken into consideration, as well as the use of contract auditors. A meaningful material classification scheme helps the supply chain process owner in allocating quality engineering and procurement resources effectively in evaluating suppliers. Organizations need to classify material by focus areas meaningful to them, such as volume of business, value of purchased product, etc. One such classification scheme could be based on degree of importance of procured material, such as critical materials, standard products, and distributor supplied products. Critical materials are those materials that require stringent supplier evaluation and approval criteria due to high risk. These are usually complex, engineered equipment that have high impact on safety and reliability. There are standard products such as nuts and bolts that do not impact the safety and reliability and can be purchased through a catalog. These materials do not require a stringent evaluation and approval criteria. A distributor is a non manufacturing entity supplying a company with materials procured from other manufacturers. Distributors require the least amount of control as a supplier. However, companies should take steps to protect against the purchase and use of counterfeit material to ensure safety and reliability of their facilities. In subsequent slides, I will elaborate on evaluation criteria for critical material, standard products, and distributor supplied product suppliers. Suppliers of critical materials require extra care, and therefore these types of suppliers are selected through an audit. Evaluation criteria for suppliers of standard products may include desktop review of self-evaluation questionnaire, technical requirements review, quality management system certification, financial stability, review of quality management system documents, review of quality records such as management review, meeting minutes, internal audit reports, customer satisfaction data, and statistical data. Criteria for selecting and approving a distributor may include a certification that all material furnished to the company is from a manufacturer for whom the distributor is an authorized dealer, maintaining inspection and test records, material certificates, material traceability record, implementation of first in, first out principle of stock rotation, and shelf life controls where applicable. Suppliers audits may be conducted through a complete on-site audit, a complete virtual audit, or a hybrid audit, that is virtual audit supplemented with on-site audit activities. In the case of complete virtual audit, video capabilities to observe manufacturing activities must be taken into consideration. In all scenarios, usually, the supply chain function creates a request to add a new supplier to an approved supplier list based on sourcing plan. Prior to the site visit, the team may conduct a document review followed by the audit. After the audit, the team prepares and distribute the audit report. Follow-up activities are carried out as needed. Once the supplier is added to the approved supplier list, a continuous evaluation is carried out. There may be times when virtual audits become inevitable, like during the spread of COVID-19. In subsequent slides, I will discuss what is a virtual audit, its benefits, factors to consider in conducting virtual audit, disadvantages, types of communication technologies used, and prerequisites to meet prior to conducting a virtual audit. Virtual audits has been in use prior to COVID-19. I remember in 1999, while I was working for a third-party certification body, some consultants requested me to participate in an initiative to develop a methodology for virtual audits. Virtual audits has many names such as e-audits, digital audits, ICT audits, and others. In virtual audit, there's no face-to-face meetings. A virtual audit requires use of communication technologies, World Wide Web, conferencing software, and hardware for collecting objective evidence of the audit. Virtual auditing is the application of these technologies to enable real-time interaction between auditee and auditors to perform the audit. The process of conducting audits is same as face-to-face audits, that is, audit planning, collecting audit evidence through review of documents and records, personnel interviews, and observing activities. Auditors takes notes, identifies non-conformances, and or opportunities for improvements, whatever the case may be. An audit report is prepared and submitted to the client. The COVID-19 imposed shelter-in-place order across most major industrialized cities. In a short period of time, millions of people made the transition from working in offices to working from home. One of the greatest benefits of virtual audit in COVID-19 era is avoiding face-to-face meetings to carry out suppliers audit. Other significant benefit is virtual access to technical experts during audits. Other benefits such as travel cost savings and time savings were realized since the beginning of virtual audit. While there are many benefits of virtual audits, as discussed previously, there are also some drawbacks in conducting virtual audits. One of the greatest drawbacks is the security of information and communication networks. Some other include language barriers, distractions, and challenges in audit sampling. Virtual audits require careful planning, starting with having a process in place to ensure integrity of assessment. This requires security and reliability of information and communication technology and quality of audio video equipment. Today's technologies provide the greatest advantage in conducting virtual audit. These include hardware and software. Smartphones are commonly used for teleconferencing, while conferencing tools such as Zoom, Skype, and GoToMeetings are used for conducting virtual meetings. Some commonly used conferencing tools were discussed in previous slide. Hardware may include cell phones, drones, tablets, video cameras, and others. There are certain prerequisites of virtual auditing. These include an agreement with the auditee to carry out a virtual audit, which may include technologies to be used, maintaining confidentiality of information, and availability of options if technology failure occurs. An assessment of communication technology may include ensuring reliability and capabilities of audio, video, and data gathering equipment, as well as assessing risk of technology failures that can significantly impact audit results. It also includes identifying, assessing, and taking actions against security risks. It is advisable to test communication technology several days prior to the audit. Continuing with the prerequisites for virtual audits, it may include an audit plan, identifying remote, virtual, and on site audit activities, ensuring availability of documents and records through file sharing, ensuring auditors and auditee training and familiarity in use of communication technologies. Continuous evaluation of supplier performance can be done either through frequent surveillance audits or through supplier rating program or using a combination of these two methods. Surveillance audit of an approved supplier can be initiated due to field complaints when serious deficiencies are reported by project quality team during construction, installation, or commissioning phase. The purpose of such audit is to re-evaluate the supplier quality management system to identify areas of improvement and to prevent recurrence of such defects in future. In some industries, it is common to conduct source inspection during production of critical and customized engineering equipment. If during such inspections recurring defects are reported by the inspector, an audit of the supplier may be carried out to identify root causes and to initiate corrective and preventive actions. These audits are initiated at the request of the source inspection function. Conducting ongoing surveillance audits of approved suppliers is highly recommended. The frequency of such audits can vary from 3 to 4 years, depending on the level of procurement activity and criticality of the equipment, such as standard versus customized engineering equipment. These audits are initiated by the supplier quality management function. Continuous evaluation of supplier performance can also be done by establishing a supplier rating program. The design of the supplier performance evaluation program may consist of evaluation criteria, scoring methods, formulas, dashboards, and guidelines for scoring methods. The main criteria can be based on results of source inspection, field complaints, and surveillance audit results. This may further be classified as subcriterion. There are many benefits of supplier rating program. It could serve as a dashboard to monitor quality performance of the supply chain. As soon as it is detected that supplier quality performance is degrading, actions to improve performance can be initiated. These actions may include scheduling an audit of the supplier or simply having a meeting to discuss concerns. Supplier evaluation data can be used to benchmark quality performance of suppliers providing similar commodities from different geographical locations. For examples, suppliers in Asia versus North America. Supplier evaluation data can provide valuable comparative information on the quality performance of supplier across the globe. Source inspection data, one of the components of the supplier performance evaluation program, can help in focusing inspection efforts on riskier suppliers. Let me summarize my presentation. It is becoming more and more difficult to label a product with made in XYZ country. Multinationals rely on a global supply chain to build products. Industry 4.0 technologies has enhanced the real-time visibility of the entire supply chain. These technologies can be leveraged to manage suppliers and take proactive actions to prevent disruptions. There are many success factors to consider in managing a diversified global supplier base, such as supply chain vision, global sourcing strategy, sourcing criteria and sourcing plan, classification of materials, supplier selection and approval criteria, on-site and virtual audits, and continuous evaluation of suppliers. In post-COVID-19, majority of assessments were carried out through on-site visits. The COVID-19 era led to emergence of social distancing. This has resulted in popularity and support for carrying out virtual audits. Sophisticated technologies allow us to maintain integrity of virtual audits, although history teaches us that short-term measures taken in response to global crisis lead to changes that last for decades. However, the jury is still out whether virtual audit will become a new normal for carrying out second-party audits. I want to thank all of you for listening to this webinar. Also, I want to thank the Exemplar Global for giving me the opportunity to participate in the auditor exposition. Stay safe and be healthy. Over to you, Mike. Goodbye.
And thank you, Fayzee Ahmed, for that look at Industry 4.0 and virtual audits. And that concludes this presentation.